this morning, sun's a bit hazy, checking the forecast, things looking crazy. A storm on the horizon, the pressure is low, gotta get moving, put on a show. The news is all buzzing, state of alert, but we've got a plan, we're ready to work. Emergency Management Associates, we're here for the crisis, we're here for the fates. From the first sign of trouble to the all clear sign, we're on the front lines, we're one of a kind. Emergency Management Associates, we're the calm in the chaos, we're opening gates, connecting the dots and making the calls. We're picking you up when you're starting to fall. See a little fire or a rising flood, we're a well-oiled machine, we're running in the mud. From the city hall meetings to the rescue teams, turning worst case scenarios into hopeful dreams. We're training the people, we're stocking the gear, we're the team you can count on when trouble is near. Emergency Management Associates, we're here for the crisis, we're here for the fates. From the first sign of trouble to the all clear sign, we're on the front lines, we're one of a kind. Emergency Management Associates, we're the calm in the chaos, we're opening gates, connecting the dots and making the calls. We're picking you up when you're starting to fall. It's more than a job, it's a calling, you see, prepared for the present and what's yet to be. Every second counts, we're ready to react for our communities, we're making an impact. Emergency Management Associates, we're here for the crisis, we're here for the fates. From the first sign of trouble to the all clear sign, we're on the front lines, we're one of a kind. Emergency Management Associates, we're the calm in the chaos, we're opening gates, connecting the dots and making the calls. We're picking you up when you're starting to fall. Yeah, we're picking you up, we're ready to go. EMA, let's get this show on the road.
Let's do this good, guys. Let's make this happen. Let's kick this can to the curb. My name's Ron Tyler. I'm the president of Emergency Management Associates. We're on the air right now, 24 hours a day if need be. We've done it before, we'll probably do it again. Guys, we're coming to you from the Area Command, 392 miles west of Kitty Hawk Beach, North Carolina. Welcome to our program today. Guys, we're going to be talking about earthquakes around the world first, and then we're going to talk about earthquakes in California. Why am I doing that? Why am I talking about earthquakes in California, guys? The simple reason is this. We are expecting at least one or two major earthquakes in California in the next little while. I'm not saying today or tomorrow. I'm not even saying the next few hours, but sometime, I believe it's maybe this year, we may see a large to major earthquake in California. Okay? It's going to happen. As I've explained, the San Andreas Fault is locked and loaded in various places, including in Southern California and also up in San Francisco, locked and loaded. We're going to talk more about that on Friday as well. But this time we're talking about earthquakes worldwide right now. I hope everybody will be here today to talk about this because I feel it's very important. We have Alan Newton here, my buddy Rich Quake from Nova Scotia, Canada. Welcome, guys. We appreciate you being here. Okay? Thank you for being here. Alan Newton's coming from Portland, Oregon. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about earthquakes in Oregon and earthquakes in Washington State as well, and up into British Columbia, Canada, tomorrow afternoon. So be here for that as well. Okay? Now I'm going to bring up the USGS map momentarily here. This is it right now. Okay. I'm going to take down our EMA banner. I'm going to take down a webcam for right now. I want to back this out now. I want to show you earthquakes around the world. Okay, literally. Okay. Right now we're showing you earthquakes in the Pacific Ring of Fire. From Alaska south down into the South Pacific near the Antarctic Ridge, where we have a large earthquake right here today. Okay, 5.1 large earthquake here in the Pacific Antarctic Ridge. Pacific Antarctic Ridge here, guys. This is the edge of the Antarctic plate. Okay, that's why we have earthquakes here. Okay, 5.1 earthquake right here. Going over to just south of the Fiji Islands here. South of the Fiji Islands, guys, we have a 4.3 moderate earthquake here. But what is the difference of this earthquake? Why are we worried about this earthquake? Number one, it's not a shallow earthquake. This is a very deep earthquake. A very deep earthquake, guys. Guess what? It's 526 kilometers deep. 526 kilometers deep. Let's go to the depth to magnitude conversion chart here and look at what's happening here. Okay. This is a 4.3 earthquake. Okay. Right now we're going over to the third column from the left and look at 535 kilometers deep. We're going to add a 1.07 to this 4.3 earthquake. We're going to add 1.07 magnitude to this earthquake. Okay. Let's take the depth to magnitude conversion chart down. Let's bring up the USGS map again here. Right here. Okay. To this 4.3 earthquake, we're going to add 1.07 to this earthquake, which is going to make it a 5.4. A 5.4 earthquake is going to hit in this region. In this region, guys, within the next 3 to 10 days. Next 3 to 10 days. Okay? Yes, it could happen here in Fiji. It could also happen up here in Tonga, Samoa region. That 5.4 earthquake could happen down here in New Zealand. Notice USGS never talks about New Zealand unless there's something going on. There's a lot of earthquakes here, guys. A lot of earthquakes here in New Zealand. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about earthquakes in New Zealand tonight, but there are a lot of them. There are about 28 earthquakes here in New Zealand today. Okay? 2.0 to 2.9, 3.0 to 3.7 earthquakes here in New Zealand today. All over here. Literally all over here. 28 earthquakes. Okay? Now, over here, okay? Okay? Right here. New Caledonia, Vanuatu. USGS not showing any earthquakes here. Going over here into the Solomon Islands. They're not showing any earthquakes here either. Okay? Very sad. Very, very sad. Over here, they're showing an earthquake here. Papua, Indonesia. This is a 4.7 earthquake here in Papua, Indonesia today. 4.7 earthquake. This happens to be a shallow quake of 52 kilometers deep. Shallow earthquake in the mountainous regions of Papua, Indonesia. Okay? Now, this being a 4.7 earthquake, anybody in this region may have felt this earthquake. Moderate earthquake, people felt it. Okay? Again, I want to tell you this. I want to emphasize this. The people here in Papua, Indonesia are impoverished people. The same thing over here in Papua New Guinea. They're impoverished people. They maybe make about $350 a year selling goods and services here in Papua, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea, meaning vegetables. Any animals they grow, any vegetables they grow, they can sell it to other people here. That's how they subsist here. When a moderate earthquake is this size, 4.7 or larger, when it hits, knocks down their cardboard wood shacks, Wood shacks are covered with tarpaulins to cover them from rain or anything else hits. They don't have much. Their homes are destroyed. 4.7 earthquakes can destroy what they have. Okay? Sad. Sad. Going over here to central Indonesia. Central Indonesia here. This is a 4.5 earthquake here. Again, this is 10.0 kilometers deep, 6.2 miles deep here. Shell earthquake. They're not showing much of anything going on here in Indonesia, but there's about 49 earthquakes here in Indonesia today. 49. They show one earthquake. Going up here to the north, off the coast of Philippines here. Off the coast of Philippines here, south of Mindanao Island. Mindanao Island, as you see here, is the largest island in the Philippines, in southern Philippines here. This is a 4.4 moderate earthquake offshore. Nobody felt this earthquake because the ocean waters here absorbed the shock waves from this quake. There are other earthquakes here as well. Again, nobody felt them because they're offshore. Moderate earthquakes here in the Philippines. Okay? Let's go north here. Okay? Over here in Taiwan. Over here in Taiwan, right here. We had a 4.5 earthquake here in Taiwan earlier this morning. Early this morning. USGS not showing it. Moderate earthquake in central Taiwan today. Going further up here to the north into Japan. Southern Japan again. Okay? This is where they suffered a major earthquake here about a week ago. About a week ago. Okay? Look where this earthquake is. It's in the water here. Open bay water here. But it is also a 5.0 earthquake. 5.0 earthquake. These people, even though they live in Japan, and for the most part, the Japanese people are very, very commonly known as earthquake-facing people. They prepared for these things. They just got through going through a major earthquake here just a week ago. Now they got hit again. Large earthquake. Large earthquakes can do a lot of damage. Lots of damage. Okay? We saw a mall here. We saw a mall in Kumamoto, Japan this past week. Heavily damaged. Several people killed. They're still digging out from that earthquake today. And yet another 5.0 hit here. Even though this is in the water here in this bay, I'm sure people felt this on both sides of this earthquake. Both sides of the peninsula here. Okay? Going up here to the north. They're showing another earthquake south of Hokkaido, northwest of Honshu, Japan. This is a 4.8 earthquake here. A shallow quake. 4.8 moderate earthquake here in the ocean. The ocean waters here absorbed the shock waves from this quake. Nobody felt anything at all here. Too far away from the landmass. Okay? Going up here into Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia. No earthquakes are shown here today. Going over here into the Aleutian Islands here. In here in the Aleutian Islands. The Rat Islands right here. This is a 3.2 small earthquake here. Just west of the Rat Islands of the Aleutian Islands here. Over here further to the east. This is a 2.0 minor earthquake. There are 2.0s. There are 1.5s, 1.7 tremors here as well. All throughout the Aleutian Island chain here. South of the peninsula of Alaska, south of the peninsula of Alaska here. Going up here to the north, 2.1 earthquake near Aveyah, Alaska here. Aveyah volcano is right there. 2.1 minor earthquake there. Over here, okay, we're in the Cook Inlet here. Body of water between mainland Alaska, the Alaska Peninsula, and mainland Alaska. We have a 1.2 tremor here. On Kodiak Island here. We have a 1.5 tremor here, happened earlier today. And this 3.0 earthquake here. 3.0 earthquake here, guys. This earthquake here happened about 11 a.m. Eastern Time today. Not Alaska Daylight Time, but Eastern Daylight Time. Okay? A 3.0 small earthquake here. Okay? Going up here further north here. Okay? Right here. Okay? This is a 3.9, 4.0 earthquake here. Up here to the north here. Right here, guys, we have Mount Redoubt volcano. Mount Redoubt volcano. This earthquake right here, 3.9, 4.0, was South Mount Redoubt volcano. Allegedly, 59 kilometers northeast of Pedro Bay, Alaska. Okay? But it's south of Mount Redoubt. Want to make that clear. South of that earthquake here is 1.7 tremor here. 1.7 tremor right there. Right there, 1.7 tremor. This is the 3.9, 4.0 earthquake here, south of Mount Redoubt. Okay? Over here in the, excuse me, over here in the Cook Inlet here, we have another 1.3 tremor. Right here in the center of the Cook Inlet here, we have another 1.9, 2.0 earthquake. Go further up here to the north here, okay? Right up here. This is 1.3 tremor near Kenai, Alaska. Kenai, Alaska. Going further to the north here. This is the 1.9, 2.0 earthquake here. Okay? This is 14 kilometers northeast of Nikiski, Alaska. 1.5 tremor here. Again, going north here in the Cook Inlet. This is another 2.0 earthquake, 6 kilometers southeast of Beluga, Alaska. Okay? You see Anchorage, Alaska here. There are no known earthquakes near or any in Anchorage, Alaska at all today. Free and clear from earthquakes. Beautiful fall, actually beautiful end of summer day in Anchorage, Alaska. Okay? We go up here, okay? Just north of Mount McKinley. Just north of Mount McKinley here. This is a 2.0 earthquake here, north of Mount McKinley right here. 2.0 earthquake here in Denali, Alaska, Denali National Park, Alaska. Okay? Going north of there, right here. This is a 1.2 tremor here. USGS has this. It's 43 kilometers east of Denali, Alaska. It's not east, it's northwest of Denali, Alaska here. Okay? 1.2 tremor here. I'm going to back this out a little bit. We have one earthquake just to the southwest, just southwest of the Arctic Circle here, right here. This is a 2.2 minor earthquake here. 2.2 minor earthquake here. Okay? It might seem like we have a lot of earthquakes, but we don't here. Not today. We have had in the past, but not today. I think we might have 40 earthquakes here in either the Aleutian Islands or mainland Alaska here today. Going over here to southwestern Alaska here. We had a good sized earthquake here yesterday. Today, all we have here is this tremor here. Tremor minor earthquake. 1.9 tremor, 2.0 earthquake right here. Near McCarthy, Alaska. 159 kilometers east-southeast of McCarthy, Alaska here. Okay? Let's go south here. Let's go down here into Washington State. Okay? USGS doesn't show us any earthquakes here in western British Columbia, but there are some earthquakes here. Just a couple small and minor earthquakes here. Off the coast of British Columbia, Canada here. Nothing real big at all. However, Washington State. We go over here to the peninsula of Washington here. Right here. This is the 1.5 tremor here. This is just west of Port Haydock. Actually not Haydock, Hadlock and Irondale, Washington. Hadlock and Irondale, Washington. 1.5 tremor here. Okay? In the Puget Sound region. Near the Puget Sound region here. Further south here, this is 1.2 tremor here, near Enetai, Washington. Enetai, Washington. Enetai, Washington. Okay? Now I'm going to go down here to Mount Rainier. Okay? Mount Rainier again is only showing one earthquake here at Mount Rainier today. That's bull. That is nothing but bull crap. Okay? USGS is showing a 0.7 microquake here. They're calling this 22 kilometers east-northeast of Ashford, Washington. It's not. This earthquake tremor is at Mount Rainier. USGS still doesn't want to show earthquakes anywhere near the volcanoes. They don't want to say it is at the volcano, but as you can clearly see, this is at the volcano. However, it's not just the only tremor or minor earthquake or even minor microquake here at Mount Rainier at all. There are hundreds of minor microquakes. There are probably 50 or 60 minor earthquakes, 2.0, 2.9, and there's at least a 3.0 earthquake here at Mount Rainier today. USGS didn't want to show it. Plain and simple. They don't want to admit what's going on here. Southwest of Mount Rainier to the south here. They're showing a 0.8 microquake. But again, they don't want to admit that this is in the foothills of Mount Rainier. They're saying this is 12 kilometers, 6 miles west-northwest of Packwood, Washington. Insane, guys. Utterly insane. Today, they're not showing any earthquakes here at Mount St. Helens. There are earthquakes here as well. Further out here to the east, right here, Mount Adams, there are earthquakes here at Mount Adams as well. Okay? They just don't want to show them. Whatever the reason, I know the reason. Heaven forbid they identify any kind of happening at a volcano, any kind of earthquake or anything else at one of these volcanoes. Heaven forbid they identify that. Okay? Let's go south here. Right here, Northern Oregon, Mount Hood. They're not showing any earthquakes here. There are tremors, There are minor earthquakes here at Mount Hood. I have no reports of small earthquakes at Mount Hood, but I do have reports of tremors and minor earthquakes here. Always. It's an active volcano. Okay? You don't see any other earthquakes in any volcanoes here. That's a fallacy. Fallacy. All the volcanoes here are active. They all have tremors. They all have minor earthquakes here today. All of them. Okay? Down here to the south. I just love this. USPS shows us a microquake here. Okay? 7 kilometers, just over 3 miles east of Pistol River, Oregon. Interesting, but no cigar. Okay? Guess what? I happen to know there are all kinds of microquakes and minor tremors here. All kinds of them. The slow slip is ongoing here. The slow slip is ongoing here, guys. Can't fool somebody that likes to fool people. I don't like to lie to anybody. I don't do that. Yes, on April Fool's Day, I might pull your leg. On Halloween, I might disguise myself as something else and try to scare you. I don't do that any other time of year. Just don't do it. But here, the USGS doesn't want to admit to anything at all. Very, very sad. Very, very sad here. Okay? Sad day. Now, I'm going to try to do this okay, if you guys will just hang in there with me for a second here. Okay, I want to show you the tremor map here. Yes, I'm going to do that. Just to have a shake here. Usually we have a lot of tremors in this area, but today they're not showing it. They're absolutely not showing any tremors at all here in Southern Oregon. I'm going to show you that right now. Okay? Just give me a second here. Okay? This is an interesting tremor map. Very interesting tremor map. Look where they're showing earthquakes. Look where they're showing earthquakes and tremors. Okay? Over here on the southern peninsula of Washington State, north of Portland. They're not showing any earthquakes down in Southern Oregon. And there's usually a bunch of tremors up and around Mount Shasta and Mount Lassen. They're not showing anything at all here. but they are showing a bunch of tremors over here around the peninsula of Washington. This is the first time I've ever seen this happen. Usually we see a bunch of tremors around Vancouver Island, Washington, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, northern Washington here. But today, they're showing all kinds of tremors over here in the peninsula of Washington. Okay? Olympic Peninsula here. That's almost unheard of. I've never seen this happen before. Probably never see it again. Probably never ever see it again. Okay? I think it's strange, to be very honest with you. I think it's very strange to be seeing this kind of stuff here. Okay? On the USGS map, they show one tremor over here near Pistol River, Oregon. But if we go over here to the tremor map from the Pacific Northwest Seismic Network, we see all kinds of tremors up here in the Olympic Peninsula of Washington. That's a little bit crazy, isn't it? I think it is. It's a lot crazy. It's a lot crazy. It's a lot crazy. That's the difference, guys. That's the difference. One tremor over here near Pistol River, Oregon, and no tremors at all up here in the Pacific Northwest, except over here at the Olympic Peninsula here, where they show two tremors. Two tremors here, guys. That's almost insanity. Almost insanity. 99 tremors here in the Olympic Peninsula. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay? Almost insane. My buddy Rob52 is here. Thank you for being here, Rob. We really appreciate you being here. Okay? Let me take this information down now. Okay? I showed you what's going on here. We're going to continue with this discussion. We're going to talk about earthquakes in California in just about a minute. Okay? But I want to show you what's going on here. It's important. It's important to identify exactly what's going on here. And USGS can never be honest with us at all. In the southern Cascadian subduction zone, on the eastern Gorda Escarpment right here, eastern Gorda Escarpment, before it meets up with the Cascadian subduction zone, running north and going to the southeast here, San Andreas Fault. Here in the Gorda Escarpment today, we have a 2.6 minor earthquake here. 2.6 minor earthquake here. Okay? Nothing else going on, really. Nothing else going on. There is all kinds of stuff going on. Northern California right here. Okay? And the Geyser Geothermal Facility. Up here to the north of those earthquakes, we have the Clear Lake volcano. The reason we have so many earthquakes south of the Clear Lake volcano is because men have drilled into the upper magma chambers of the Clear Lake volcano to obtain steam, to pull steam down to a bunch of boilers here, a bunch of turbines here, or in the Geyser's facility here. The steam powers the turbines, and the turbines generate electricity for 4 different energy conglomerates, including Rocky Mountain Power of Utah, 3 energy conglomerates here in California. Okay, right here in the geysers facility here, Sonoma County, California. Unreal. Look at all these earthquakes here. About 52 earthquakes here in the geysers facility today. All these earthquakes are either 1.0 tremors, some microquakes, and 2.0 earthquakes as well here in the geysers facility. Occasionally, we will see 3.5 and even 4.5 earthquakes here in the geysers facility. Today, all we have are microquakes and tremors here. Microquakes and tremors. Actually, we also have a couple 2.0 earthquakes here as well. Okay, that's what's happening here. Okay, right here. Right here. This is one of the turbine facilities right here, guys. Okay, there's 10 turbines in this facility right here. 10 turbines in this facility right here. Throughout the geysers facility, we have 81 total turbines all around Sonoma County, California. All around Sonoma County, California. 81 total turbines in this region that generate electricity by pulling steam from the Clear Lake volcano. That's why we have earthquakes here, because these are drill points. These are drill points, ladies and gentlemen. The men drilled into the upper magma chambers of the volcano. When seismic energy comes off the Pacific plate, comes over here to the geysers facility, it finds natural earthquake faults. It finds man-made earthquake faults, holes in the ground that we've dug. And when it does, that seismic energy finds the earthquake fault, fractures the rock inside the earthquake fault, causing the ground to move, causing earthquakes. That's how this works. That's how this thing works, guys. Right here, you see another turbine facility here. These turbine facilities here have at least 10 turbines in each facility. 10 turbines in each facility here. 81 total turbines throughout the geysers facility here, all over the mountains here of Sonoma County, California. Okay? Then I want to go to the west here. I want to go out here to the west. This is Cloverdale, California. West of the geysers, that has nothing to do with the geysers facility at all. This is a 1.4 tremor here. This is a 1.6 tremor. And this is 0.9 microquake near Cloverdale, California here. Okay. Now, we'll go up here to the north. Go up here to the north. We don't see any earthquakes at Covelo, California today. Okay. This is the first time in over a week we haven't seen any earthquakes at Covelo, California. The other day I explained earthquakes here at Covelo, California very well. Okay. Going south here, San Francisco Bay. San Francisco Bay here. Okay. North of San Francisco Bay, over towards Santa Rosa, California. 2 earthquakes here. 2 earthquakes, you guys. Right here. Sebastopol, California. 2.3 earthquake here. Just west of Santa Rosa, California. Just southeast of Santa Rosa, we have a 2.6 minor earthquake here. Glen Ellen, California. Glen Ellen, California. East of San Francisco Bay, you see an earthquake here. That happens all the time In this case, it's Pleasant Hill, California, and it's a 2.0 earthquake here. Pleasant Hill, California is a 2.0 earthquake here. Okay? Going south here, just southeast of Monterey Bay here, Aromas, California. This is a 2.2 minor earthquake here. South of there, over here in the Pinnacles. Here is a San Andreas Fault alive and well. Over here to the north here, Aromas, California, also on the San Andreas Fault here. 2.2 in Aromas. The Pinnacles here, we have a 2.1 minor earthquake here. South of there, Parkfield, California, right here. Parkfield, California, right here. This is a 2.4 minor earthquake here in Parkfield, California. Parkfield, California is the nation's capital of earthquakes. It's also the capital of earthquakes in California as well. Parkfield, California. Okay. More earthquakes here than anywhere else in the world. Okay. We go south here. Okay. North of Santa Barbara, California here. Santa Ynez, California. 1.4 tremor here. Over here. Okay. Right here. Brand new earthquake. This earthquake is 9 kilometers, 4 miles southwest of Valencia, California. 2.7 minor earthquake here. Valencia, California, 2.7 minor earthquake. We go down here to Malibu, California. Okay. 3 miles west of Malibu, we have a 1.4 tremor here. Interesting, because we still are not seeing many earthquakes here on the USGS map. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you all kinds of earthquakes here in the Los Angeles area. All kinds of earthquakes here in Los Angeles County, all kinds of earthquakes in Orange County, all kinds of earthquakes out in San Bernardino County, and all over Southern California. All over. Down here, right here, Hermosa Beach, California. 1.6 tremor here. Interesting. We go out here, okay? Whittier, California, where President Richard M. Nixon, our former president here, he served as president from 1968 to 1974. He passed away not that long ago, about 10, 15 years ago. Here in Whittier, California, we have a 1.0 tremor here. Here, Corona, California, a 2.1 minor earthquake here. Well, go out here to the north here, right here. Fontana, California. USGS is finally showing an earthquake here in Fontana. USGS and the Caltech shut down our seismograph. They used to show us a seismograph reading from Fontana, California. They shut it down. They shut it down. I knew I should have shown you yesterday's seismograph, but now they shut it down. They don't show anything after June 30th. So a full month of seismograph readings, they're not showing us at all. They've turned them off. They don't want me showing you these earthquakes. Here in Fontana, they're admitting a 0.8 microquake hit here in Fontana, California. But guess what? It's more than that. More earthquakes than that here in Fontana. Yes, we have tremors here. We have minor earthquakes, 2.0, 2.8 here in Fontana. Typically in Fontana, we also have 3.0 earthquakes here as well. But again, they shut down the seismograph, so we don't have any readings from Fontana, California today. I hope they turn it back on. I do. Okay? We have a lot of earthquakes here in Fontana. Lots of them. Going north here. This also is important. Wrightwood, California. 1.0 tremor here. On the San Andreas Fault. Also on the San Andreas Fault, guess what? Llano, California. Llano, California here, we have a 1.1 tremor here. Also on the San Andreas Fault. The San Andreas Fault is alive and well. Alive and well. Further south here, on the San Jacinto Fault here, Colton, California. 1.1 tremor here. San Jacinto here, Loma Linda. 1.0 tremor here. South of there, Moreno Valley. 1.6 tremor here. A little bit further to the east here, 0.8 microquake in the Redlands. The Redlands. We go out southeast of there, Calamasa, California. 1.1 tremor here. That's a resort area for RVs, Calamasa, California. We go back out here to the San Andreas Fault, Cabazon, California. Here the shortest is 0.6 microquake. That's interesting because I have the seismogram from Cabazon, California. When I show you the seismogram from Cabazon, California, you're going to say, why isn't USGS showing us this information? There's a lot more than just microquakes here in Cabazon. All kinds of long duration tremors in this area, Cabazon. Lots of them. I'm going to show you quite a few long duration tremors here in Cabazon, California. Tremors dealing in size from 1.0 to 1.92.0 tremor microquake. Or minor earthquake, I should say. Tremors of minor earthquakes. Cabazon, California. Then we go south here. The Anza-Borrego Desert State Park. Anza-Borrego Desert. Okay? Moreno Valley here, I showed you here. Down south here, Winchester, California. This is just barely on the Orange County side of the border with San Diego County. San Diego County border is right there. Right here. Okay? But up here, right here, Winchester, California, we have a 0.8 microquake. Okay? Out here further to the southeast here, this is Idlewild here in the San Bernardino Mountains. The 0.3 microquake, 0.4 microquake. I'm going to show you the seismogram from Idlewild. Guess what? All kinds of microquakes here, all kinds of them. Further here to the south, Anza-Borrego Desert State Park. The Anza Gap, as they call it. Okay? Right between the San Andreas and the San Jacinto Fault. Idlewild 0.3, 0.4. Going further south, San Jacinto Fault, and the gap again. 0.4 microquake. This is 0.5 microquake right there. Going south, 0.2 microquake. Okay, Coyote Canyon Road. Coyote Canyon Road. I've been out here many, many times. Going down here to the west. Okay, Lake Henshaw, California. Northeast of Escondido. Northeast of Escondido. Lake Henshaw here is a 0.4 microquake. Just northeast of Lake Henshaw. Lake Henshaw is just northeast of Escondido. I used to live in Escondido myself. I fished out of Lake Henshaw many times. Pulled a lot of brown trout out of Lake Henshaw. Now, I want to go into San Diego County now. Right here. Okay? La Mesa, California. This is a 1.3 tremor here. It's interesting about La Mesa, guys. Look what we have here. These are hills, guys. These are hills. Look what we have here. Admiral Baker Field. Admiral Baker Field. This is an RV resort for Navy personnel. Military Navy personnel park RVs here all winter and all summer long. There's a 36-hole golf course here. 36-hole golf course here. Admiral Baker Field. This earthquake here is literally over right next to Interstate 8. This highway you see here is Interstate 8. Going from downtown's, actually not downtown, but just north of downtown San Diego, all the way out to El Cajon, Santee, El Cajon here, all the way out here to Lakeside, all the way out here to Lakeside. Then go out, it goes out here to through the Cleveland National Forest, okay, through the Cuyamaca Mountains here, over into Anza-Borrego Desert State Park here, over into the Imperial County here. I've traveled Interstate 8 many times. Many, many times. Interstate 8 goes over here to El Centro. And over here to El Centro. It also goes over in Arizona. Over Yuma, Arizona. Notice the earthquakes here in the Imperial Valley that USGS wants to talk about. They're showing us one earthquake here on the Brawley Seismic Zone. Brawley Seismic Zone here. This is another 1.1 tremor here. But again, they're not showing us all the earthquakes here at all. They're not showing all the earthquakes here. I'm going to show you a lot of earthquakes here. A lot. Here in El Centro, guys, there are 48 3.03.9 earthquakes here in El Centro today. 48 of them. 48 3.03.9 earthquakes here in El Centro, along with a bunch of tremors and minor earthquakes as well. Tremors, minor earthquakes, and 48 3.03.9 earthquakes here in El Centro today. Okay? El Centro is a town or city, about 50,000 people here in the county of Imperial County. Okay? The north here in El Centro here is the Brawley area. Brawley area here. Now, guys, I'm also going to show you the town of Imperial here. I'm going to show you earthquakes here in Imperial as well. Okay? In a little while, I'm also going to show you earthquakes further up here into Calipatria, California there. See Calipatria there? I have a seismograph here. Every day there are earthquakes here in Calipatria. Anywhere from 75 to 150 earthquakes here every day in Calipatria, California. Every day. Every day here, guys. USGS doesn't show any at all. None. That's insanity, guys. That's insanity. Right here over on the eastern side of the Sultancy here is a small town. It's not a town anymore. It's more of an expired town. Okay? I say an expired town because nobody lives there. The only people here in Bombay Beach are travelers living in RVs over here at Bombay Beach. It used to be a huge resort area here. We used to have a spa here in Bombay Beach. It's no longer there. Back in the 50s and 60s, all kinds of people came here, including celebrities from LA. Now it's no longer a spa. It's all either burned down or destroyed. All that's here are empty tubs here. Empty cast iron tubs here at Bombay Beach. But here at Bombay Beach, we have 3.5 to 4.0 earthquakes here in Bombay Beach today. All kinds of earthquakes. Why? Why? The simple reason is this. What do you see here? The San Andreas Fault comes down here. Comes out of Los Angeles area, east of LA, goes down here in the Imperial County, north of the Salton Sea here is a town called North Shore Salton Sea. North Shore Salton Sea. Here North Shore, they have a bunch of tremors here. All kinds of tremors here. But further south here, at Bombay Beach, you're going to see a bunch of earthquakes here. 3.0 to 4.0 earthquakes here at Bombay Beach today. All kinds of them, guys. Get ready. Get ready, guys. Does anybody have any questions about what we're going to be talking about today? Any questions, guys? Any questions about anything? Any questions, guys? You're going to be surprised when I show you the earthquakes at Calipatria. I know you're going to be surprised. It's almost insane. Almost insane, guys. Okay? I'm totally blown away. Every time I look at Calipatria, I know we have a bunch of earthquakes. And today they have not let me down at all. Lots of earthquakes here. Okay? Calipatria, California. Okay? I think you're going to be surprised. Okay? Let me see if I can pull another one up here to blow your mind. Okay. Let's take the USGS map down. I basically shown you where I'm going to show you earthquakes here on the seismograms here. I showed you on the map where we're going to show you seismograms that are going to blow your mind. Because there's all kinds of them all over here. Literally all over, guys. I think you're going to be pleased about what we're going to show you here. So let's take down the USGS map now. I think we can safely get rid of it here. Let's bring up our webcam. Bring back our banners here. Let's go show you earthquakes here in Southern California. I'm ready. How about you guys? Are you ready for this? It's going to be fun. I promise you it's going to be lots of fun. A ton of fun, in fact. Okay? Just a second. Okay, the first seismogram I'm going to show you is Channel Island. Just west of downtown Los Angeles, a town called Channel Island, off the coast. Good-sized island off the coast. There's a whole city here on Channel Island. What happened here? What happened here, guys? Let's take a look at this. Look at this. Here on Channel Island, we had a bunch of tremors, didn't we? All kinds of tremors here. We also have all kinds of minor earthquakes here as well. All kinds of them. 2.0s to 2.6 earthquakes here on Channel Island. Early this year, we had 3.0 earthquakes, small earthquakes here on Channel Island. I think we're going to gear up for that as well because we haven't seen anything more than tremors here on Channel Island. Now we have both tremors and minor earthquakes here on Channel Island again. I think it's going to happen again, guys. I think it's going to happen again. Let's go out to the desert now. Bakersfield, California. University of California, Bakersfield, guys. Look at this. Okay? Before here, Bakersfield, all we had were tremors here for a long time. Now we're starting to see some 2.0 minor earthquakes here. Bakersfield, California. But you also see a lot of tremors here. All kinds of tremors here in Bakersfield. Okay? Now, like I said, Cabazon, right here. They showed 2 tremors here at Cabazon. I'm showing you a lot of long duration tremors here. Not just 1 or 2 tremors, but long duration tremors. That means they happen, and sometimes they're anywhere from 30 minutes or 15 minutes to 30 minutes long. Okay? Others are minor tremors here, minor earthquakes here. Yes, we're seeing that. We're seeing it. Okay? Again, USGS didn't want us to know exactly what's going on. You can plainly see here on the seismograms. That's why I like to show this to you. Let's go out to Channel Lake. Channel Lake. Okay? USGS not showing any earthquakes here at Channel Lake. This out near Ridgecrest, California. Near Ridgecrest, California, Channel Lake. Okay? Guess what? All kinds of tremors out here. All kinds of tremors here. Wages World just came up in our chat here. Mark, thank you for coming up here. I appreciate it. He says, Ron, I sent you some pictures and short videos of the horrible flooding here where I live in Indiana. We aren't allowed to travel and rescues are happening. You can follow the pictures and videos if you want. I'm going to do that. And tomorrow I'll show all those pictures and videos that Mark Wages sent us. I'll show them to you tomorrow. Thank you, Mark. God bless you, brother. Mark Wages and his family are good friends of ours. We appreciate them being here. Thank you, Mark. Sometimes I can't get into his videos because YouTube blocks me. Yeah, YouTube blocks me. Whatever reason. Don't know. They don't like this channel. I don't know. They like Mark Wages. They don't like me. That's okay. I don't really care what YouTube wants or doesn't like. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Stop in anytime. Again, what you're looking at are terminals out here in China Lake, California. Okay? China Lake has some cops out there. I trained the cops at China Lake to investigate traffic accidents. I taught them out there. Great group of people out there, guys. Great group of people. Let's go to Idlewild in the southwestern part of San Bernardino Mountains. Idlewild is a small town out there. During the summertime, it's a town to get away from everybody else. They have A-frame cabins there, all kinds of restaurants and knickknack shops out there. Great little town. But you can see all kinds of terminals here at Idlewild, California. All kinds of terminals. If they would have you believe there's only one or two terminals out here, there's a bunch of them. Okay? Let's go out to Joshua Tree National Monument. Well, this. They don't show anything out here at Joshua Tree on the map, but here at Joshua Tree on the Seismic map, you can see all kinds of terminals again. All over. All over. Let's go out to Lancaster. Fox Airport, Lancaster here. Look at this. Here at Fox Airport, we saw a bunch of tremors here. Bunch of tremors here. And also a 1.8 tremor here just after 8:30 this morning. About 8:43 this morning. 1.8 tremor, almost a 2.0 earthquake. See it here on the blue line over on the right-hand side. 1.8 tremor. All the others of these are either 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, maybe 1.3. This is the 1.8 tremor here at Fox Airport, Lancaster. There's also an Air Force base in Lancaster, California as well. Let's go out to Rancho Mirage. Rancho Mirage out in the desert. We have tremors here, all kinds of them. Rancho Mirage is on the San Andreas Fault. San Andreas Fault. It's no small wonder we have tremors here. I'm surprised we don't have regular good-sized earthquakes. We have tremors here. That's okay. That's just fine. Also out in the desert of California, we have Victorville, California. My good friend Isaiah's granny lives out here in Idlewild, or not Idlewild, Victorville, and all you can see are tremors here. In the past year in Victorville, we've had minor earthquakes. 2.0, 2.9, and yes, we have an occasional 3.0 small earthquake here in Victorville, California. Today, all we are having are tremors here. And tremors are small enough, nobody feels them. Nobody feels them. Okay? Now, let's go over to Los Angeles now. Then we'll go back to the Imperial Valley after that. Okay? Let's go to Baldwin Hills first. Baldwin Hills. Okay? If you already don't know, guys, and I've shown you the Baldwin Hills before on the map. Northwest of downtown Los Angeles is a place called Baldwin Hills. Used to be a huge hillside of forest here. All kinds of lodgepole pines here. They bulldozed them down about 1940 something, and then they started building oil derricks here to pump oil and gas out of Los Angeles. Okay, I don't remember how many pumps and jacks are here in the Baldwin Hills, but that's what they're doing here. Here in the Baldwin Hills, you're also seeing tremors here. Nothing but tremors. Sometimes they're bigger than this. I'm glad we only see tremors here, though. Very glad. I don't want the oil to stop pumping. Okay? Now, that might sound kind of unreal. Why don't I want to see oil stop pumping? Okay? Homes are sliding off their foundations in some of the valleys around Los Angeles. Homes are sinking. Homes are sinking in San Fernando Valley because they are pumping oil and gas out of the ground there. And as a result, homes are sinking, or what they call subsiding, in the San Fernando Valley. That's what's going on. Craziness, guys. Total craziness. Mark Witches is saying they have 9 inches of rain in about a little over a day, and there's still rain there in central Indiana. God bless you guys. God bless you, Mark. You guys are awesome. Please be careful. Please stay safe. I hope you guys are high and dry. Really do. I hope you guys are high and dry. We all do. But again, this is Baldwin Hills in Los Angeles. Oil and gas pumping operation here. Okay? Then we go out east of Los Angeles into Chino, California. Chino, California, guys, look at this. Okay? Up to now, for the past maybe 2 or 3 months, all we've had are very, very light tremors here. The tremors here are getting larger. The tremors here are getting larger. And in fact, I believe we've had at least 2 2.0 earthquakes and one that it might have been, and this happened at approximately, look now, this happened to be about 10:33 this morning. I think we may have had a 2.6, 2.7 earthquake. 10:33 this morning. Okay? Unreal. Unreal. Tremors, minor earthquakes here in Chino, California. Let's go north of Los Angeles now. Del Amo, California. Look at this. Wall-to-wall earthquakes. Top to bottom on the seismogram, side to side here. These are tremors, guys. These are tremors and minor earthquakes, 2.0 earthquakes. 2.0 earthquakes, you guys. Doesn't stop, does it? Doesn't stop at all. Okay? The top of this seismogram is 5 a.m. in the morning on the top left. 5 a.m. in the morning. And down here we have And down here we have 12:15 on the red line here. Okay, I believe we're getting 2.0 earthquakes here as well. Okay, unreal. Del Amo, California, north of Los Angeles. The city north of Los Angeles, guys. Now, Ellis, California. With this, up until recently, all that we saw here in Ellis, California were tremors. Tremors for many, many months. Many, many months. Now, guys, what happened here today? 6:20 6:27 a.m. this morning. 6:27 a.m. this morning. We had some tremors, yes. Then we had some minor earthquakes. And then we had a 3.2 earthquake here. 3.2 earthquake here in Ellis, California. We have not had a 3.2 earthquake here in Ellis, California in a very long time. Maybe even since last year. 3.2 earthquake here early this morning. And as you can see, we have tremors and minor earthquakes all day long. Minor earthquakes going up to 2.6, 2.7 earthquake here. On the bottom red and the bottom blue line here. Incredible. Ellis, California. Then I want to take you to Laguna Beach. Laguna Beach here, guys. Laguna Beach is over here on the southern side of Los Angeles on the coastline. Could be the border of LA and Orange County. Laguna Beach. All we see here at Laguna Beach are tremors. That's typical along the coastline of Los Angeles, south and north of Los Angeles. This is the southern part of LA, Laguna Beach. All we have are tremors here. Very typical. Very, very typical. Then I want to take you up to Long Beach. I'm going to show one seismogram at Long Beach, but I'm going to show you the bigger seismogram at Long Beach. Show you really what's going on here. This is the number one seismogram. Look at this. Here on this seismogram here, we're seeing tremors and a couple of minor earthquakes. Tremors and a couple of minor earthquakes here. But this other seismogram, guess what happens? Totally different. Totally, absolutely different. What's going on and why? What's going on here? Long Beach, California. Right here. Look at this, guys. The top black line on the left-hand side is 5 a.m. The bottom blue line is 12:30. Look what's going on, guys. Yes, we do have tremors here in Long Beach. But we are also seeing 2.0, 2.5, 2.6, and 2.7 minor earthquakes here in Long Beach, California. In the past, we've had 3.0 earthquakes here in Long Beach. Like this seismogram, we've had these kinds of seismograms for years now. For years. Top to bottom, side to side, earthquakes like this. Okay? Long Beach, California. Okay? Guess where I'm going to take you now? Rob knows where this is. Los Alamos Racetrack Park. Los Alamos, California, north of Los Angeles. Here we're seeing tremors for the most part. But guess what, guys? We have some 2.2 minor earthquakes here as well. Okay? Los Alamos Park Racetrack. Tremors and minor earthquakes here. 2.0, 2.2 earthquakes here in Los Alamos Racetrack. Okay? Let's keep going here. I'm not quite done. Let's go over to the City County building in downtown Los Angeles. For the first time, we've got these earthquakes here. Usually on the seismogram here, coming out of the city county building, the basement of the city county building, we have the emergency operations center. Usually always see our tremors here. Look at this, guys. Minor earthquakes here today. Minor earthquakes here today. 2.0, 2.6, 2.7, and 2.8, 2.9 earthquakes here in downtown Los Angeles. Downtown Los Angeles after 8 a.m. After 8 a.m. Literally. Okay? I've never ever seen this happen in downtown Los Angeles before now. I've been doing broadcasts since April 3rd, 2019. 7+ years now. First time I've seen good sized earthquakes coming out of downtown LA. Earthquakes do hit in Los Angeles, guys. This proves it. This proves it. I now also want to go to back to northern Los Angeles. About 40 miles north of Los Angeles is a town called Moore Park. Let's take a look at Moore Park here. Okay? Just after 5:16 this morning, almost 5:17, we had a 3.0 earthquake, multiple 3.0 earthquakes here. Moore Park, California. Okay? Then, after that, 6:16, a 2.5 earthquake after that. Then, come over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6:37 a.m. this morning on the blue line. That's a 2.6 earthquake. 6:39 a.m. a 2.6 minor earthquake. Here in the seismogram, you've seen a lot of tremors here. Lots of them. Then here after 10, see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here at 10:21 a.m. this morning on the red line, we have another 2.8 earthquake. 2.8 earthquake. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes later. 2.7 earthquake there on that same red line. Then we drop down to 11 a.m. on the black line here on the left side. Go down over here to the right to 11:04 a.m. this morning. Now, guys, we're showing you a 2.8, 2.9 earthquake. 2.8, 2.9 earthquake here. Moore Park, California. Yes, we have seen 3.0 earthquakes here at Moore Park before. But here, guys, I've never seen earthquakes like this here at Moore Park before. Spread literally all over the seismogram. That means we have a lot of seismic energy here in Moore Park, California today. It's been all over the place. Not just happening one tiny little bit, but quite a few different times all throughout the day here at Moore Park, California. Unreal. I'm not done. Also north of Los Angeles is a town called Pardee, California. Look at this. Okay. Right after 5:02 a.m. this morning, guess what? A 3.1 earthquake. A 3.1 earthquake here in Pardee, California. And all throughout the day here, till 12:45 this afternoon, we had all kinds of tremors and minor earthquakes. All kinds of tremors and minor earthquakes. 2.0 to 2.8 earthquakes here in Pardee, California. Okay. Yes, we're seeing a lot of tremors here as well, but we have a lot of earthquakes here too. And yes, earthquakes are both tremors and minor earthquakes, and small earthquakes, and large earthquakes. Okay? Now, let's keep this show going here. Up on the northern shore of Los Angeles County, there are two marinas here. Two marinas north of the Los Angeles airport. Okay? One of them is Marina del Rey. The other one just north of there is Playa del Rey. Here at Marina del Rey, Playa del Rey, we see tremors here. Nothing but tremors, that's okay. That's usually all we see here at Marina del Rey and Playa del Rey. The guys here today, just after 8:18 this morning, on the red line, we had an increase in pressure, guys, an increase in tremor size. Okay, we went from 1.1 tremors to 1.3, 1.4 tremors here today. Increase in size of tremors. Not earthquakes, but regular tremors. Okay, Marina del Rey, this is very simple. It happens like this most of the time. Nothing but tremors, Playa del Rey, Marina del Rey area. Okay. Yes, sometimes we've had 3.0 earthquakes as well. I'll tell you that. That's happened in the past, Playa del Rey. Now, let's keep this show going here. Okay. I want to go now and show you Palos Verdes, Rancho Palos Verdes today. Look at this. Usually all we have here at Rancho Palos Verdes are tiny tremors, very tiny tremors here. But today, 11:33 this morning, a 2.4 earthquake hit. 2.4 earthquake hit at 11:33 this morning. Then at 12 noon, 12:01, a 1.9 tremor after that. Okay? Rancho Palos Verdes. Still pretty quiet, fairly quiet. Nobody felt either one of these earthquakes, but they happen. Usually it's a lot more quiet than this. Usually all we have are tiny tremors, 1.0, 1.1, that's it. Okay? That's a slight increase here in Rancho Palos Verdes. Let's keep going here. Okay? Let's go to Rinaldi. Here in Rinaldi, we have tremors and minor earthquakes. All kinds of tremors and minor earthquakes here. Minor earthquakes up to 2.5, 2.6. That's all. And 2.0s as well. Then, I want to take you to Rio Hondo. Rio Hondo here. In the past, Rio Hondo has had some minor earthquakes here, but for the last while, all we've had here are tremors. Tremors here at Rio Hondo. Okay? Rio Hondo happens to be a nice place to live. You can ask Rob. He's lived over there, not near in Rio Hondo, but near there. Okay? Let's take a look at Santa Clara. Santa Clara, California has had some tremors. That's usually what we see here. But now we're all seeing some 1.9 tremors. And over this morning, just before 11:15, 2.7 earthquake. 2.7 earthquake here, Santa Clara, California. Nice place, Santa Clara. I've been there. Been there several times. Now, let's see here. Santa Monica Field. Many of you have seen pictures and slides and videos from Santa Monica. This is from the municipal airport in Santa Monica, California. These you see are tremors. This is normal for Santa Monica. Nothing but tremors here. Okay. Now, I wanted to take you out to a hillside in Los Angeles. Santiago Peak. Santiago Peak. This hillside is about 300 feet tall. 300 feet tall. It has radio and television repeaters taking TV and radio signals from their studios and taking them up to the top of this mountain and making them stronger and then putting them back out in the airwaves here. Okay? They take and ramp up the wattage output from these repeater radios, make it so people in their cars can hear radios and television stations all throughout Los Angeles County. Okay, Santiago Peak. Santiago Peak, all we've had here are tremors all the time. Nothing larger than that, just tremors here. That's what we're seeing today. Nothing but tremors here at Santiago Peak. Let's continue. I want to take you out to Anaheim now. Anaheim. Anaheim is where we have two huge amusement parks, Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm. Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm. Okay? At 5:02 a.m. this morning. 5:02 a.m. this morning, we had a 3.0 earthquake. 3.0 earthquake. Then another one. Another 3.0 at 6:02. Oh no, I'm sorry, 8:02. 8:02, right before they opened up. 3.0 earthquake. So right before they opened up, they had to check the track on the roller coasters, check to make sure the cars were set to stay on the tracks so they wouldn't have mishaps. Happens at Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm every day after they've had at least a 3.0 earthquake. They have to stop all the roller coasters, make sure they're safe, make sure the track's safe, then they can restart the roller coasters. Again, two small earthquakes here in Anaheim, California today. Okay? We've seen 3.0 earthquakes here all the time in Anaheim. That can continue it. Okay? Yes, it can continue. We've seen more earthquakes than this in Anaheim before. Top to bottom, side to side earthquakes. Here, yes, we have the same thing going on. This time there are tremors. This time there are nothing but tremors and some minor earthquakes popped in there as well. Okay? Anaheim's busy. Anaheim is very busy. Okay? Let's keep going here. Okay? University of Southern California in Los Angeles. USC.LA. Tremors here. Tremors here at USC, that's typically what we see. We don't see minor earthquakes usually at all. Tremors here at USC all day long. All day long. Okay? want to take you out to the Los Angeles volcano. Someone might say, I didn't know we had a volcano in Los Angeles. We do. Walnut La Puente, California. Walnut La Puente, California. This is where the earthquake is. I should say it's a volcano. You see a lot of earthquakes here. Lots and lots of earthquakes. That's typical what happens here. Look at this, guys. All kinds of earthquakes here in the Walnut La Puente area. Why? Because down beneath the ground here in Walnut La Puente, there's a volcano there. Good sized volcano. Considering the floor of the volcano was in both cities. The floor of the volcano is in both cities. What's going on here? Let me show you. The floor of the volcano is just a big, huge volcanic rock. Great, big, huge volcanic rock. It's thick. It's thick. Okay? The floor of the volcano is a great, big, huge volcanic plug. Okay? Left over from the last time this volcano erupted. Now, what is happening? Magma down deep from within the volcano is hammering away on the volcanic plug. Hammering away at the volcanic plug like this. Okay? When that happens, that's why you see earthquakes right there. That's why you see earthquakes right there, guys. Magma's hammering up from underneath, causing these earthquakes. What else is going on? What else is going on? What happens when this happens, guys? What happens when we have magma hammering away at the caldera of the volcanoes? Anybody in the vicinity, guys, anyone in the vicinity, start smelling an odor of rotten eggs. A foul odor of rotten eggs. Sulfur dioxide. Yes, here in Walnut and La Puente, California, sometimes they do smell that odor of rotten eggs here. And all they can do is pray that it doesn't keep happening. Okay? Because what is going on? That magma is hammering away at that volcanic plug, and that volcanic plug is getting tiny holes in it. Tiny holes in it. Tiny fissures after that magma keeps hammering away at that caldera, that volcanic plug. Tiny holes develop in it. Those holes, guys, allow steam coming out of the volcano to release out of the volcano. Those tiny holes. 6 to 7% of all magma. 6 to 7% of all magma is water. Water. So when this magma is hammering away at this hole, at this volcanic plug, it's allowing the release of water in the form of steam come out of the volcano like this. At some point in time, there's going to be eruption of this volcano. And yes, you do see a lot of earthquakes here at Walnut La Puente today. Usually we don't see all these earthquakes here, not like this. But you all see this side down here? The top and the bottom of these signatures, these seismic signatures, are cut off. The top and the bottom of these seismic signatures are cut off. That means these earthquakes are a lot stronger than they're showing them here on the seismograph. They're not just 3.0 earthquakes. They're not just 3.3 earthquakes or 3.5 earthquakes. I believe these earthquakes are at least 4.0 earthquakes. I believe these earthquakes are 4.0 earthquakes. They cut them off at 3.2, 3.3 here. They're very much a lot stronger than this. Okay? 3.5 to 4.0 earthquakes here at Walnut La Puente. Fact. Okay? A couple more locations here in Los Angeles, then we'll go down to San Diego, then we'll go down to the Imperial Valley. A couple more here. Okay? I want to show you Watts, Los Angeles, East LA and Watts. Watts is not a very good place to go. I got caught in Watts early one evening. I went into the 7-Eleven to get some directions. The clerk in the 7-Eleven said, "You need to get out of town. Leave my store and get out of town." Watts is gang territory. I found my way back to the highway and I never came back to Watts again. Here in Watts, Los Angeles here, we're seeing a lot of tremors here. Lots of tremors. Yes, guys, we do have some minor earthquakes here in Watts, California as well. Minor earthquakes. Tremors and minor earthquakes cannot be felt. Tremors and minor earthquakes cannot be felt. However, 3.0, 3.5 earthquakes can be felt. But so far, I don't think we've had 3.0, 3.5 earthquakes here in Watts, California. Just tremors. Minor tremors and minor earthquake. No minor earthquakes at all. Okay? Let's keep going here. Okay? I want to go to Orange County. Orange County, guys. I want to go over to Hemet, Inland Hemet. Inland Empire, Orange County. Here in Hemet, we have a small community college here called San Jacinto Campus. That's because the San Jacinto Fault goes through Hemet. San Jacinto Campus here, guys. All we see here are tremors here today. Yes, occasionally we will see a minor earthquake here in San Jacinto Campus. Not today. These are all tremors here in Hemet, California. Okay? Let's keep going here. I want to show you Lake Elsinore. Lake Elsinore here, guys. Okay? This is a sideground at Lake Elsinore. Nothing happening here. These are tiny tremors. Now, guys, I want to bring this sidegram over here. I'm going for a time to open up the USGS map again. I want to show you where Lake Elsinore is. It's important. It's important where we have these sidegrams to show you where they're at. Show you where they're at. Okay? Okay. Coming down here into Orange County here. See Marietta Hot Springs there? Just west Marietta Hot Springs. North of Fallbrook. Fallbrook is still in North San Diego County. There's Wildemar there. There's Marietta. There's Lakeland Village there, Lake Elsinore. There's Lake Elsinore, guys. That's what we're looking at here. Lake Elsinore. Tiny tremors there. Tiny tremors there. As I stated before on other classes here, Lake Elsinore does not have a river or creek running into it. does not have river creeks running out of it. Lake Elsinore is a body of water that only gets added to by rain. Only gets added to by rain. When I was up there horsing around with my friends, we called it Lake Smell S'more. Lake Smell S'more. It smelled like rotten eggs here. Horrible smells here coming out of Lake Elsinore. North of Lake Elsinore here. Okay? Not quite over here in Corona yet. Not quite in Corona yet. Right about see Interstate 15 right there? Right about here at the base of the mountains. There's a town called Glen Ivy here. Glen Ivy. Guess what, guys? Guess what's going on at Glen Ivy? Earthquakes. Earthquakes, guys, look at this. At Lake Elsinore, nothing but tremors, but here, we're seeing earthquakes here. Why? Because just west of Glen Ivy, there's magma going through the mountains there. There's magma going through the ground of these mountains here. There's magma going through the ground under these mountains here. Why? Guess what's in these mountains? Hot tubs. There's hot tubs over here. One time a friend of mine and I came over here and rented a hot tub. Okay? You paid $20 at the time. I think it's probably close to $30, $45 now, maybe more. But we rented a hot tub for like 3 or 4 hours. It's all outdoors. You drive up the road. It's a dirt and gravel road. Drive up the road. You open up a chain link fence gate. Drive in through the gate. Park your car. Lock the gate up. Maybe hike about 500 yards, 1,000 yards. And you're there and you have your own private hot tub. Nobody can see you at all. They can't get in. 7-foot chain link fence. Nobody can get in. It's very pleasant. We have magma heating the water there. Magma down beneath the surface of those hot tubs heats up the water. Why do you think we're having earthquakes here? Magma down beneath these hills here is causing earthquakes here. Magma down beneath these hills is causing earthquakes here, guys. That's what's happening here. Look at the earthquakes here. Yes, we have tremors and we have minor earthquakes here. Glen Ivy, California. Glen Ivy, California. Then down here in the bottom blue line, okay, the bottom blue line here, at 12:31 this afternoon, we may have had a 3.0 earthquake. We may have had a 3.0 earthquake here in Glen Ivy, California. If that's the case, it's the first 3.0 earthquake that they've had. Because as you can see, we have tremors and we have minor earthquakes. 2.0 to 2.6, 2.7, that's it. We may have seen a 3.0 earthquake here today. Just after 12:31 this afternoon. Glen Ivy, California. Crazy, guys. Craziness. Now, that's there. Orange County, before you go back into San Diego, okay, just north of that lake there I showed you is a place called Pechanga Casino. Pechanga Casino. Here at Pechanga Casino, we've had a tremor so far. But today, just after 12:04 a.m. or 10:04 a.m. this morning, just actually 6:04 this morning, 6:04 this morning, 2.6, 2.7 earthquake. 6:04 this morning, 2.6 earthquake, guys. Pechanga Casino, Orange County, California. Let's drop over to San Diego County now. Good old San Diego County. Yes, we've had earthquakes in San Diego. San Diego City here. This is the San Diego Gas and Electric Company in San Diego City, just north of downtown. Okay? Mission Valley. All we have here are tremors here at SDG&E. Tremors down here in Mission Valley. Usually that's all we see. Yes, occasionally we will see minor earthquakes. Not today. Just tremors. But I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. They call this SDG&E Mission Control Center. Mission Valley Control Center. Mission Valley Mission Control. Okay? Let's go over to North San Diego County to the decommissioned San Onofre nuclear power plant. The decommissioned power plant. Now, guys, I have seen minor earthquakes here before at San Onofre. Today, all we have here are tremors here. North San Diego County, San Onofre, California. Okay? I should say San Onofre nuclear power plant. I should say San Onofre nuclear power plant, not San Onofre, California. San Onofre, California is north of Oceanside, just north of Oceanside along the coastline. Here's San Onofre, all we have are tremors here. I'm not quite done. Let's go down south of Southeast County, San Diego. The city, or I shouldn't say the city, the town of Campo, California, CMPO, California. Small, mostly Hispanic town. Yes, here we're seeing tremors, all kinds of tremors here. But that's it. That's it. We have had minor earthquakes here before, but all we have here are tremors here. 1.0 to 1.8 tremors here. Campo, California. That is Southeast San Diego County. I'm not quite done. Let's go over to La Jolla now. Let's go over to La Jolla. The Scripps Institute of Oceanography in La Jolla. Very cool place. I've been there. They have an aquarium here. At Scripps Institute, guys, we have tremors, all kinds of tremors here. And yes, today it looks like we have some 2.0 earthquakes as well. Okay? All kinds of tremors here. From early morning to 12, I want to say 12:50 when I pull the seismic out here. 12:50 p.m. Pacific time when I pull this seismic out here. Okay? San Diego City. Tremors here. No real earthquakes, just tremors here in San Diego City. Okay? I'm not done yet. Let's go out to Imperial County now. Good old Imperial County now. What do we get to see there? What do we get to see in Imperial County? Anybody tell me? Bombay Beach, right there. This is early this morning. The top line is 5 a.m. on the left-hand side. Maybe 5:06, 5:07. 3.3, 3.4 earthquake. The top of this seismic was cut off. The bottom of this seismic sequence was also cut off. This earthquake here just after 5:07 a.m. this morning was probably a 3.54 point earthquake. Now, we have another earthquake here just after 6:24, 6:25 this morning. That I believe was a 3.0 earthquake. But immediately after that earthquake hit, the seismic energy went down. The primary wave hit, then the seismic energy continued, but it went down to 2.4, 2.5 earthquake status. 2.5, 2.4 magnitude earthquake. The secondary wave. Okay? We come down there to 6:45 on the green line on the left-hand side. Over here at 6:48 a.m. this morning on the green line. We have another 3.3 earthquake here. The agency, Caltech and USGS, cut off the top of this sequence as well, and cut off the bottom of it as well. Probably a 3.5, 4.0 earthquake here. Okay? Then another earthquake happened. Okay? This happened at just after 6:59 a.m. this morning on the right-hand side green line. 6:59 this morning. This started out as a 2.7 earthquake. It quickly built up to at least 3.0. Then it got larger. On the left-hand side here, at 7 a.m., earthquake got larger, didn't it? 3.3, 3.5 earthquake. This earthquake lasted a minute and a half. 3.5 status. Then the seismic energy went down to about 2.5, 2.6, down to 2.3, 2.4, 2.0, and finally went away. Okay? The next earthquake was after 8:07, 8:09, 8:08, sometime in that this morning on the black line here in the center. Okay? 3.2 earthquake. I believe it was a 3.2 earthquake. Again, we can't see the top, we can't see the bottom of this sequence, but this is probably a 3.3, 3.5 earthquake. The next one is a long-lasting earthquake here on that blue line. 8:32 this morning, we had tremors. Tremors, guys, 1.3, 1.4 tremors. About 50 seconds worth of tremors. Then we had a 2.8, 2.9 earthquake. Then after that, we had 3.5, 4.0. Okay? That seismic energy started and kept up for 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. 4-minute long earthquake. 4-minute long 3.5 earthquake, at least. At least. You cannot see the top of that sequence, you can't see the bottom. They cut it off. Then over here after 8:45 on the green line. Another sequence here, the last 1, 2, 3, 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minute earthquake sequence. Cutting from 2.7, 2.8 on up to 3.0, 3.4, 3.5. 4 minutes later, all of a sudden goes down to tremors and disappears. Unreal. Unreal. About 30 seconds of secondary quake and disappears. that happened here at Bombay Beach. But guys, I have one more here. Let's look at this. The other seismogram was a Caltech seismogram. This is a USGS seismogram showing activity from 6:45, 7 p.m. last night. Actually, 4:45 to 5 p.m. last night. These are minor earthquakes here. Then after 8:30 yesterday evening, long duration earthquake, maybe 3-4 minute long earthquake. Again, this sequence is cut off from the top and the bottom. These red lines here are put up by the computer to tell the seismologist, look at this, it's important. They cut off the top and the bottom of the sequence because they don't want us to know the strength of this earthquake. But as I said earlier, we saw what happened after 6 a.m. this morning, 5 a.m. this morning. 3.54 points earthquakes. This was late last night. Also here, look at that black rectangle there in the center seismogram. Okay. This earthquake hit just after 9:15. 9:15 on the left side. Over here, this would be about 9:25. 9:25 last night. They cut off the bottom and the top. This earthquake lasts about a minute, but they completely cut it off at the top and the bottom. Red lines here generated by the computer. Probably a 3.54 point earthquake here. 3.54 point earthquake here. Then after that, another blue earthquake there. Okay. 10 p.m. last night. About 10:07 last night. Okay. Lasts about 2 minutes. Then after that, you see more earthquakes here. Between 11 p.m. and 11:45. Okay. As you can see, they cut off the bottom and the top of those sequences as well. Let's keep scrolling here. Look at this. Now we're going after 12 midnight. The date changes over here on the left-hand side. Turns into August 12th on the left-hand side here. Just after 2 a.m. this morning, we see another earthquake sequence. This earthquake sequence lasts 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Okay? As you can see, I don't think they completely cut off the top and the bottom of the sequence. We have minor earthquakes here for the most part. Then they start cutting off the bottom and top of these sequences again after 2 a.m. Okay? These earthquakes here are larger than they are saying they are because the tops and the bottom of these sequences have been cut off. Okay? Let's go back over here to 5 a.m. this morning. See these earthquakes after 5 a.m. this morning? Okay? They're still not showing the true magnitude of these earthquakes, are they? This one that's all in red here on the left-hand center here. Okay? This earthquake hit just after 6:50 this morning. Okay? We have a great big huge red rectangle there because they don't want to show us the true meaning of what that earthquake was. 3.54 point earthquake here. 3.54 point earthquake here. That's my best guesstimate here. 3.5, 4.0 earthquake. Then they continue to chop off the bottom and the top of these earthquake sequences. Not showing us the true strength of these earthquakes. That's okay because we already know. We already have a good idea how strong these earthquakes are. Okay? Bombay Beach. Good old Bombay Beach. Now, let's go over to Calipatria. Calipatria, guys. Again, this is a USGS seismograph. Okay? We don't have Caltech interfering here like those others. But again, USGS didn't want to be honest with us anyway. Here, guys, starting about 2 p.m. last night, 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon, we're seeing tremors, minor earthquakes. Tremors, minor earthquakes. 2.6 earthquake here. See that earthquake that's in the blue red there in the center? 2.5, 2.6 earthquake. Okay? Then, over here on the far right-hand side here, again, a blue-red earthquake signal here. Painted in red by the computer, giving the seismologist's attention. That again is a 2.5, 2.6 earthquake. Yes, we're seeing a lot of tremors here as well. But look what happens later this morning. Okay? Like I told you before, typically we have with these seismograms here at Calipatria, we have anywhere from 75 to 150 earthquakes here every day. That's pretty much what we have here. Okay? About 150 earthquakes here today. That's a lot of earthquakes. Look at these earthquakes here. Later this morning, early afternoon. The red earthquakes are red because the computer puts them in red to get the seismologist's attention. These thicker red boxes here are strong earthquakes. They are strong earthquakes, probably 3.0 earthquakes here. Again, USGS didn't want to see the strength of these earthquakes, whatever the reason. They don't want to see it. But I'm telling you guys, my experience tells me these are much larger earthquakes. Look at all this, guys. Look at all this. From the time the seismologist finally came to work after 7 o'clock this morning, look at all these earthquakes here. About 50 seismic events, both tremors and minor earthquakes. Then last night, look at that. Sporadic earthquakes all night long, but late last night before the seismologist went home, look at all these earthquakes here. We have about 50 earthquakes here at the top. And down here, closer to 100 earthquakes there. So I'm going to tell you guys, we have probably 150 earthquakes here in Calipatria today. Total earthquakes here. Now, kicks and giggles here again. Okay? I want to show you other places here. I showed you Bombay Beach. I showed you Calipatria. I've been right. I've been right. How about the town of Imperial? How about that town of Imperial now? Look at this, guys. I'm sorry, this is not Imperial. This is El Centro, California. Look what we have here. 48 3.0 and large earthquakes here, 48 of them. I counted them earlier when I was putting together this program. 48 3.0 and large earthquakes here. Unreal. This is the most seismic activity we've had at El Centro before. The most seismic activity we've had here at El Centro before. Okay, 7+ years now. 7+ years, guys. Incredible. Let's go north to Imperial now. Right there. El Centro is south of Imperial. This is the town of Imperial here. Here you're seeing tremors, minor earthquakes, guys. Tremors and maybe 1 or 2 2.0 earthquakes, and that's all. Town of Imperial. Usually here at Imperial, we see tremors all the time. And yes, we do see 3.0 earthquakes here as well. And other minor earthquakes as well. 2.0, 2.9, 3.0 earthquakes here in the town of Imperial. There's another spot here as well. Okay. I want to take you over here to Holtville. Holtville here, guys. Look at this. Again, the San Andreas Fault goes down into the Salton Sea under the eastern side of the Salton Sea, comes out of Calipatria, then it cuts across the top of the Imperial Valley, and then about halfway across under the Salton Sea, it starts going south. Over here near Holtville, on the west side of Holtville is the San Andreas Fault. So what we're seeing here in Holtville are San Andreas earthquakes again. Here, guys, we are seeing tremors, all kinds of tremors. We may have had 1 2.0 earthquake here today. 1 2.0 earthquake here today. All the rest of these are tremors here. Usually you have more minor earthquakes here as well, 2.0, 2.5, usually. I think we only have 1 2.0 earthquake here in Holtville today. Back in 1974, I was part of a debate team from Poway High School, traveled down here to Holtville, where I put on a debate, and I won the debate. My partner and I won the debate there at Holtville High School. So I'm very proud of that high school. I'm very proud to have been a part of this team here in the Imperial Valley. Any questions about any of the earthquakes in Southern California? Any questions at all? Any questions about these earthquakes? Yes, MJ, I have Tornado Nathan's t-shirt on. Okay, on the front side here on the logo is Tornado Nathan's logo. On the back is a great big Nathan Tornado insignia. Great big huge insignia on the back of this t-shirt. It's a beautiful t-shirt, guys. A beautiful t-shirt, guys. It's a great t-shirt. On the back here, well, I can't show it to you because all you'd see was the back of my chair here. But a great big huge Tornado Nathan insignia on the back. Beautiful t-shirt. Nathan's wife is on the phone. Tell him thank you for me. Thank you very much, Tornado Nathan. Guys, you can go to Nathan's YouTube channel, Tornado Nathan's YouTube channel, showing some love. Join him there as members of his program. Join him there as members of his program as well. Guys, we love you being here. We really do. We truly love you being here. Thank you for joining our channel. Down here in the top of the program description, you can join our channel for as little as $1.99 a month. Goes up from $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99. I kept that number low. I kept that number low because I want to give people a chance to join our channel as well, become members of our channel. Okay? I think that's important. I think that's very important. Okay? I know people on YouTube, they're charging $50 a piece, $50 for every membership on their channel. I think that's quite high. I don't pay that at all. Right now, I don't even have members of Wages World right now. YouTube keeps kicking me out for whatever reason. I don't know. I've never done anything to Mark Wages, and I won't do that. Mark Wages is a wonderful man. Okay? Also down here in the program description, you'll find a link to Wages World as well. Okay? Guys, Mark Wages had a program last night where he talked about a comet that broke up, and parts of the comet may hit the Earth, may enter the Earth's atmosphere, hit the Earth. Watch Mark Wages World. Wages World, guys. Go there and also go there and be members of his channel. Great man he is. He's very knowledgeable about the sun. The sun creates solar flares. Those solar flares are responsible for earthquakes here on the Earth. The solar plasma radiation comes away from the sun, comes through the Earth's atmosphere, heating up the atmosphere, goes down to the crust of this Earth, and heats up the plates, and heats up the earthquake faults, causing all that gunk and grime that holds the faults together, all the gunk and grime that holds the plates together, dirt, sand, rock, biological material, all that stuff holds those plates and earthquake faults in place. When that plasma radiation heats it up, turns all that stuff and gunk, turns all that gunk and grime into an oily, greasy-like substance, which causes earthquakes to happen all over the world. Major as well as small earthquakes around the world. That's why we have so many earthquakes going on. Today, the larger earthquakes are nothing but 5.0, which is a good thing. 5.0, 5.1 earthquakes today. As we reported in the past few weeks, we've had upwards of 7.4 major earthquakes. 7.4 major earthquakes. Yesterday in central Colombia, over near Cali, Colombia, we had a 7.5 earthquake. The USGS downgraded 7.4. A month ago, 2 earthquakes hit Venezuela, northern Venezuela. A 7.2 and a 7.5 earthquake hit. 30 minutes apiece, or 30 minutes apart. Caused major damage. Nearly 200 people have been unalived in Colombia so far since yesterday morning's earthquake. Nearly 200 people. And over 300 people already injured in Colombia as well. Unreal. Guys, if you want to help support this channel, I've not seen any super chats at all today, but if you want to help this channel, go down here to our PayPal here, that's scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Go down here to PayPal and offer us a donation to our PayPal here. We'd greatly appreciate it. Also here, guys, you can go to our postal address here, 504 Bethel Road. You also see scrolling across the bottom of your screen, 504 Bethel Road, box 401, Morganton, North Carolina. Zip code here is 28655. You can send us a letter and card. We got a card yesterday from a lady, Miss McIntyre, in Prince George, British Columbia. She sent us a letter. It says a letter here. A card. Inside the card, she sent us $20. Inside the card, she sent us $20. A great little card. On the outside, it says, great is his faithfulness. Great is his faithfulness. Inside the card, it reads, let me share this with you. Thank you from Canada. Dear Ron, thank you for all your hard work in keeping many people like me informed about what's going on. Scary times indeed. I've been watching your channel for many years. I pray that the Lord will keep you and your family safe. Take care. Sincerely, Alice M. P.S. I live in the middle of British Columbia. What will happen to this province when Cascadia strikes? Appreciate your warnings. Alice, I'm going to talk about that mostly tomorrow. When Cascadia strikes, you're going to feel 10.0 earthquake. A 9.0, 10.0 earthquake. Major earthquake shaking. Okay? That kind of shaking will destroy everything. That kind of shaking will destroy everything. It's like a bomb going off, a big, huge BOMB going off. Boom. Okay? That shaking's going to last 5 minutes long. At least 5 minutes long. And then what happens? You're in the middle of British Columbia. I don't know how near the coast you are. But the coastline after that is going to see a huge tsunami. Within 23 minutes after the earthquake ends, you'll see a huge tsunami. Anywhere from 75 feet to 150 feet high. Huge tsunami. Huge quake, huge tsunami. And we're not even talking about aftershocks. There are going to be hundreds and hundreds of aftershocks, maybe thousands of aftershocks. Unreal. Unreal. We're going to talk about Cascadia tomorrow. Please, please, guys, help support this channel, number one. Number two, share this channel with everybody you know. Everybody that everything we talked about today, everybody needs to know about. Share this program far and wide with your family, your extended family, your friends and neighbors, the people you associate with on social media, and also share it with your people you work with. Everybody needs to know what happens here. We have several million people live over in Southern California. 2 million people live in San Diego alone. 2 million people. By the time the Cascadia earthquake hits, the energy that's going to be echoed down from Cascadia fault zone down to triggering the San Andreas fault, going down through San Francisco. San Francisco is probably going to get an 8.0, 8.5 earthquake. That's going to go down to Santa Barbara area, where they're probably going to see 7.5, 8.0 energy. Going down to San Diego, San Diego is going to see 7.5, 7.0, 7.5 energy in San Diego City. Also down in Imperial Valley as well. The place is going to shake like never before. The place is going to shake like never before, guys. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all. What I've been talking about tonight is real. It's very real, guys. USGS and other agencies are trying to hide the information. But I'm telling you guys, get prepared and get prepared now. We're going to talk about earthquake and other preparedness on Friday. Be here tomorrow night, sometime after 4 p.m., where we're going to talk about Cascadia and the Pacific Northwest. Okay? Be here, be square. Okay? Now, before I leave, I try to leave you with a thought, a spiritual thought. That spiritual thought today comes from the New Testament. Okay? It comes from Luke chapter 6. Okay? Remember the Beatitudes? And he, Jesus Christ, he's talking about. Luke is talking about Jesus Christ. And he lifted up his eyes on the disciples and said, Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast you out, for your name is evil, for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice you in that day, and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for you receive your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh, for ye shall mourn and weep. The Lord throughout the scriptures gave us guidance, gave us all kinds of guidance here. We need to read the scriptures, guys. We need to read the scriptures. We need to become scriptorians. We need to read the scriptures in morning, day, and night. Morning, noon, and night. In the scripture, you're going to find a lot of knowledge, spiritual knowledge. This spiritual knowledge found in the scriptures, guys, will bring you into eternal life, which, as the scriptures teach us, is the greatest of all gifts of God, eternal life. Now, we have a lot of our family members that are ill. My buddy Don Patoka, Heather, Renee, myself, Mark Wages. Arnold's also had his issues. Each and every one of us are here, have health issues, or work issues, or issues in our family. Guys, it's high time all of us pray. Pray for each other. Pray for each other's health and safety. Rebecca hasn't been here in over a month. Pray for her as well. She has cancer. She's going through cancer treatment as well. She needs our prayers as well. Pray for our entire EMA family. Guys, I love you all. I love you all. Pray for everyone, guys. Everyone needs our prayers. Pray for the leadership of our country, of our countries in plural. Arnold Smith just said in the chat, people have at times major life-risking events, which are not related to earthquakes. Forest fires is big, rapidly changing landscape affecting thousands of people over 12 states. This heat dome as well, not good. There are fires in Canada, guys. There are fires in Western Canada. Fires in the Western United States and throughout the United States and throughout the world. Pray that the Lord will bless all of us around the world. Lessen our fire danger. Lessen our fire danger. I also found out today in the South Mid-Atlantic, we have some storms out there in the South Mid-Atlantic that may turn into tropical depressions. From there, turning into the Caribbean Sea, turning into tropical systems there. Now, guys, we have not had a hurricane yet so far. We're now almost in the middle of August. Usually between July and August, we have hurricanes all over the place. Let's pray that the Lord will bless us now to hold off his mighty hand from destruction. The Lord's mighty hand destroys those that are evil. Unfortunately, many other people get hurt as well. May God protect us as well. May God bless us. Keep hazards out in front of us and away from us as well. I want to thank all of our moderators here. Thank you very much for being here, guys. We love and appreciate you. I'm going to try tomorrow morning to come on the air in the morning and do a members only meeting for a little while. So guys, it'll be sometime after 10 a.m. that we'll do the members only meeting. 10 a.m. Pacific time, that is. 10 a.m. Pacific time. May God bless you all. May God bless us and our families with things that we stand in need of. May God be with you tonight. If anything happens tonight or tomorrow morning, we'll be back on the air to tell you about it as soon as the information becomes available. Till then, have a good night. We'll see you on the other side, sometime after 4 p.m. tomorrow evening. And before that, for the members only meeting. Take care, everybody. God bless. See you soon. Good night.
Here at Emergency Management Associates, we're dedicated and true, bringing you the essential knowledge, helping you see things through. From disaster preparedness to navigating recovery's embrace, we're here to guide you in every unpredictable time and place. We break down the complex, make it easy to grasp and absorb, sharing strategies for safety, the vital lessons you can't afford to hoard, So thank you for watching, and thank you so much for your sub. You're a key part of our growing family, a member of our knowledge club. With every like, every share, and every comment you send our way, our critical message spreads further, helping more people every single day. Together we're stronger and more prepared. That's the truth we all abide. You help us build resilience with nowhere for uncertainty to hide. Your engagement truly inspires us. Your feedback acts as a guiding light, helping us continually grow and making our channel's future bright. We're always learning, always striving to be better, bring you the most up-to-date information, no matter the weather. Emergency Management Associates is here for you now and forever, it's true. Keep watching, keep learning, because we truly appreciate all that you do. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.